Supercross is round 2.
We travel 7,000 miles north.
From Buenos
Good at round 1. That because of the soil being so loose and soft, it's going to change dramatically, even from the first lap of the race to last, not to mention the start of the night to that final record flag.
And tonight it looks like this. We've got 2 sprint races up first. 8 laps apiece for both classes. The points will carry into the overall. We close things down in race 3 with a 12-lap finale. 25 points are up to grab. Now, Jeff and I, when we got to Vancouver, Canada, we wanted to find a nice little place to get together and talk about last week's racing. Here's SX2 from Buenos Aires. All right, Jeff, Buenos Aires, we made our picks for the win on opening night. And as folks, we did. And you picked Max Ansky. Why did Max?
I just felt like with his age and experience and the speed that he has, it just seemed like he was 10 years old. See how he did in the first few seconds.
Sprint races, Apparatus, deep contention for the overall. Man, the battle between Park and Lope, splitting those 2 races, that might be where the story is going into that final race.
Get the gate drop!
Pit corner. Third car pit corner coming straight at you. It's 99 and Ansky right out front. Good night, Jeff.
And Ansky is so fired up. That looks like Kyle Peters and Robbie Wageman second and third.
Wageman right behind them there. Did not have a great night in Argentina, Daniel, but Wageman looking pretty good here early on.
Yeah, great start. Get up with that lead path where the environment is absolutely different. And Jeff, how about the track? This is the best we've seen it since we arrived on Thursday.
Well, this is the best that it's going to be all night long. Lap 1 of the SX2. Shane McElrath back in 7th. They got the quad lock Honda running, got him on the gate. Impact start. It's going to take more than that to beat the number 99 of Max Ansky.
Ansky with a great run through the woods. There's the 69 and Cody shot coming up through the field quickly. And there's the number 1 McElrath, and he's got a big push up the inside. That's the 43 of Colin Bart. And you can see McElrath got up into the top bar.
He smacked that thing. He has to be so aggressive on this opening lap to make the needed to have a shot at the same. They get back to Buenos Aires. It was the same thing. A bad start in race 1, puts it back. He was able to overcome that and get himself up to second overall, because this is not what you want to do early in the night, early in the championship. He's going to have a great couple laps here to get up with that front group.
10 points up for grabs.
Let's go, Cody.
Race number 1, which is just an 8-lap sprint race.
All right, he's in second.
So McElrath back.
Got the start. Varg in third.
In front of him is Paul Park of Concepts Honda, the number 43. He was so good at round 1. He did not get the start he needed right now. He's already made some moves. He's up to 6 as Peters goes back to 7. Keep an eye on the 43. Top of your screen there. The white light. He is going to, the speed he has the ability to work.
Shock.
Sits back in 6th, 24-year-old rider out of Florida.
How about Cody Shock in second? Think back to a week ago.
That's what I'm talking about.
A better race 2 and then a phenomenal race 3 in a 4-rider battle that he overcame all the competition. And now he gets up front and a chance to get up there. But look at it. And Lowe trying to creep for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, how about all you EV lovers out there? The Stark, Michael Hicks, new team to World Supercross. First time the Stark electric bike is competing at this level. And Hicks has been fantastic. He showed some real flashes of Richard Stark is totally different. Oh,
Got the inside his Lopes on the 16.
Wow.
He's going to make the move and get past Hicks.
because you don't hear the bike. And here's the crowd favorite, the number 2.
Get over it. You can hear it.
Thompson, the Canadian rider, having a good run. Right now sits in 5th. Everybody chasing Ansky as we're past the halfway point here in SX2 race number 1.
Yeah, Anstey's up now 2.7 over Cody Shock with that free track while the battle happened behind. The great last week go his way. So for Shock and for Lopes,
We keep talking about you can't hear the Stark bar coming. You can. It makes a shitload of suspension noise. The rider's moving around. It makes an incredible chain noise.
8-lap sprint race, okay? Race 1 and 2 are just 8-lap sprints. So the track's going to be fresh right now. But after 8 laps, it'll start to show a little character. When we run the SX1, race 1, after that, the 450s are on that.
All right.
The track's really going to get chewed up.
Character good, the rest of it no bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Character, you can see.
Points you can win. 10 gives you, first gives you 10, second 9, third gives you 8, and so forth all the way down to 10, where you pick up just 1. Here's the number 2 bike. That's a really good right now. Cole Thompson, that Canadian rider on the Venom Bug Racing Machine.
Cody's Shock passing Anstey already.
I think he's got it. He's just riding with so much more confidence.
Jeff loves calling.
And Thompson and Mark right there, 4th and 5th.
Hicks got shuffled back to 6th really fast.
Both have the speed to get up there.
Yeah, then Hicks behind them on the start.
Chisholm still racing. 500 years old.
Is that going to give him an advantage on a track like this tonight that's going to get all chewed up?
Could definitely, especially when you're skimming the whoops, you can move your weight around a little bit more. He's all over Thompson.
Yeah, he's closing in a hurry. Here they come over the finish line jump. Where will Barton trying to get around Thompson? Do you see anywhere on the track?
Line choices, Thompson being a little bit tighter on some insides, Park trying to work the outsides, and we saw that in qualifying in Superpole. These guys are taking all kinds of different rhythm combos, left and right in the whoops, some jumping, some listening.
In the whoops.
Right there. And that's what's great about this open options. They're doing that now.
Watching Anstey in the upper left, coming up to just the last lap here. Scheduled only for 8. Look at Park going through the whoops here. That could be a spot.
Told ya.
When we make something happen, we go back to the race leader, Max Anstey. Here he comes towards the finish line jump.
White flag.
We want to go for Max Anstey. But did Park make that pass? Let's see. No.
You can't tell because the cameraman's lost.
Thompson able to fend that off of Tom the last lap. Park has got the whoops dialed. He's going down the right side. Thompson's going down the left.
Shock still running sweet. Thompson and Park. This is where
Yep.
it's really interesting. And Hicks right behind them. Then McElrath hanging on in 7th. Peters is dropping.
McElrath goes back to Australia where he belongs.
SX2 category. Anstey, nice run through the whoops, keeping an eye on the rest of them. They're looking pretty smooth there, but they're going through in different areas. You saw Lopes far to the right. Look at Thompson. Right up against the top watch, and here's Park trying to find a way around on this final lap. Gets a little bit wider.
And the cameraman moves.
And Anstey will light the candles as he takes the win. And SX2 number 1, and in the final corner. Oh, 3 riders, Thompson, Park, and Hicks. Is that the way? That's the timing and scoring is showing right now there.
Wow, that was close.
They're talking about it. They're not happy. No. And this is heating up real quick here.
Thompson was stingy with those inside lines, trying to play a little defense. Park is obviously...
Park's not having anything to do with it.
I love it.
They're gonna keep beating and banging on each other. And the FIM officials get in the way to say, nope, let it go.
All right.
Race 1, guys.
Little spice.
Yeah.
Here's a look at the results. Anstey, Shock, Lopes, but the story was over 4. Thompson, Park, and Hicks. That was the story. 3
That was
riders
good.
going for the win. 2 Americans and a Canadian battling.
Next time we need to take out Anstey.
In Vancouver. All right, what a great way to start the night off here.
It was.
Vancouver, Canada.
Let's get the next one going.
Max, you
Hey, what's up, Muddy Maniacs?
This year, 4-4 on the season. What is the point you're trying to prove? Is there a statement you're looking to make?
Yeah, I mean,
I just got back from Enduro Cross in Reno.
It's, they're trying to be better than
watching it live.
And last year here, I made a few mistakes, so one down, got 2 more to go. I need to lock in and make sure I execute. Can't give it up to the whole Star Racing crew back at home in Cairo, Georgia.
Max ants in his pants.
With Team GSM here, the collaboration, being a part of this.
He's all wound up after half a season on the bench.
All these races, racing in different, South America last week and now here in Vancouver. It's awesome. I love the fans. I'm here to do my job and let's try and do it a few more times.
Okay.
That's well done. And guys, what he's alluding to last year at this race, a 9th place finish in race 3 prevented him from the win. He's looking for it this weekend.
Right now, Kristen, he doesn't know anything but the top step of the podium.
He looks fast.
Every time he's been on the track in a race, Max Anstey's been first to the checkers.
Okay, it's 450 time. Tomac and Roczen.
And then the battle really heated up behind him. Anstey was perfect, as we've seen all year long. Cody Schock chased him as hard as he could, ended up second.
All year long. The season's 1 week old.
Lopes would eventually get around here to get third. But watch Thompson here on the 2, Hark on the 43, and Hicks as well on the 460. They would go out at these 3 all the way to the very last corner in this opening race, where things got really heated up as they got together. You can see it in the background as Anstey comes over the checkered flag.
And the cameraman was lost.
Start the night. All right, let's take a look at the event standings here with SX2. 1 race of 3 in the books. Anstey, Schock, Lopes, Thompson, Park, and Hicks. They're going to be fun to watch all night long. Well, SX1 is coming up next year, so let's take you back 1 week to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and show you how SX1 raced down south.
Where's DB? Let's go this way. There we go.
Anstey showed us that if you get out there, you can just sweep around the first turn and carry momentum. This is the rhythm section just coming out of the first turn. Oh no, sorry, it's the end of the stadium.
3 minutes to the gate drop here for race number 1 for SX1. So Tomac looked like he was going to make a massive statement here in Super Bowl, but then Cooper takes that away. How important is it for him to come in here and steal the night away from Roczen?
Well, if you're
They're all there to win.
On this Red Bull KTM, so you have to keep everything into perspective and push to a comfortable place, right? You don't go in the red zone, and if something isn't right or you're not gelling with the bike for whatever reason.
He already said the bike feels really good.
When it comes to the brake lap too, I wanted to mention to the viewers, like you see some guys are kind of rolling around, taking a close look at it as at a slow speed so they can look around, see some different lines. I was a rider that I always wanted to take off last, let everybody go, and then I go at it like it's a hot lap.
Yeah.
Get my heart rate
Check
up
your
and
traction.
Feel the track at race pace.
And I like that model too because it's a sight lap, and
For me, Jim, little risers to put your feet on. There's a whole technique to it, holding onto the bike and when you shift and everything. But the riders have to take their start and set them on the metal starting grades all by themselves. And typically, that's very unique to World Supercross.
Here's a look at the championship standings in SX1. With a perfect night down in Argentina as well. 45 markers for him. Christian Craig, 14 points back in second, and Jason Anderson in third.
And you see Matt Moss, the Australian, in seventh, I believe.
pelvic injury.
Maybe he can take some more of those drugs that he got kicked out of the AMA for.
Hopefully he'll be ready by the time we get back to his.
Your screen there where we're saying like the doghouse, right? That's where the FIM official drops the game with first game.
All right, here we go. You see the clock ticking down. We're inside of 30 seconds to go to the gate drop.
Let's go.
Adjustments to the goggles. Get yourself where you need to be to get the proper start. Get that bike feeling just the way you want it.
It's time.
Give it a couple of revs and get ready. We're about to hit the racetrack. You can hear it. He's sequence. Drop the gate. With the rear end of the
Oh, he's got Jason Anderson.
And that came from gate number 1, way inside the safe gate, Jeff. But he pushed everybody by, cut under, takes. They want to start for home.
freeze. He got a tremendous on that start. So it's
Justin Cooper.
Team Tomac on that Red Bull KTM. Cooper right behind him now. Here's Anderson blasting through the
Wow.
Where's the
Jason
start?
is gone.
Christian Craig up here on the 28 as well. He's holding down 4th and 6th right now.
Well, forget Roczen, Jeff. The sweep, the perfection, everything going your way. Well, he's being challenged right now. He's going to have to be his very best. He had a quick.
He's also not doing the whole.
Taking off with a 1.6-second lead.
Again, this is another short 8-lap race with 10 points up for grabs for the winner.
Well, Ken Roczen, the 94 there, the red plate, he's your points leader. This is the most adversity that he's had.
Just take out freeze bag right away.
Young championship.
Sabachi off into the tough blocks, but he keeps it going.
Yeah, and to see Freezy's drop back quite a few places.
It's closing on Craig.
Jason.
Anderson getting had a great drive off into this next rhythm lane as they come in. New leader.
Oh,
And kind of counteract what Tomac kicked out in the middle of the track, so the other rider's going to come around the turn and have a little surprise.
Roczen at the 4th, very, very quickly. Now at the 3rd on Justin Cooper. So that early race pace that he has, he is using it any better. Because now Eli's got that clear track. Kenny's got
Gap-O-Rama.
He's got his teammate in front of him on the other EMG bike, the other Suzuki. Anderson right there, the 21, then Roczen. Cooper on the 32, and Craig coming inside of Cooper. Put him in.
Nice job.
That's gonna move
Christian Craig around Cooper. Wow.
Yeah, how do you got to feel if you're Justin Cooper? He went out and won Super Bowl, and all of a sudden out here in race 1, you're getting shuffled back a little bit.
Yeah, by Christian Craig. He's 50 years old.
Halfway through this one, so there's still plenty of time for Roczen. If he can make another pass here, get around Anderson quickly, he might have a shot at Tomac before this is over. Let's go get an ad from Kristen Beat right now.
Let's not talk to the girl.
Pressure being applied by his teammate, Ken Roczen. Now remember, after taking 3 months off earlier this season due to health issues, Jason Anderson is still rebuilding his conditioning. He sees the physio 4 times a week. He receives hyperbaric treatment, and now on this new bike, he's not just adapting to the chassis, but also trying to get his conditioning back. I'm curious if that will play a factor late in this race.
Well, he's already gotten smoked by Tomac in the first 2 laps.
54.5. Eli's just a 1/10 slower than that.
8 laps for Tomac is nothing.
On the track. Visually, though, it looks like Christian Craig, they're sitting your screen on the quad block Honda. Something is definitely working right for him. Currently sitting back in 4th.
Yeah, he's firing, man. He's starting to close in on Kenny.
That last lap extended the gap to 2 seconds between him and Anderson, but Roczen is closing the gap between him and his teammate. Here they come. Anderson on the 21. Roczen right behind him on the 94.
And this might be a sprint race.
Seems like he could have doubled that right there. I think Roczen's going to catch him.
He wants a shot at that overall. Every pass is going to matter, so you can't just settle into 3rd and then kind of speed your way into the final race.
Good run for Jason, though.
Matter when it all is said and done. But Eli Tomac looks great. Anderson was way better than he did a week ago, and Ken Roczen is dealing with that adversity pretty well. He's made moves, but now he's going to find his way around his teammate on the PMG.
No problem. It's going to happen in the whoops.
Anderson, he's right there looking inside to the next corner. Anderson beats him.
It's going to be in the whoops.
Likewise between the two of them. I like the lap 7. This one is just about done.
Oh, he's doing the seam tap that Tomac's doing right there.
Roczen looking inside. Not enough.
No, it's going to be the whoops.
That's where he got Cooper. Was in that corner doing that same rhythm, but Jason was a little bit further ahead. So maybe it's
Here we go.
Here comes Tomac through those whoops. What do you guys think of how that KTM is handling for him?
Looked pretty good.
Yeah, he looks great. Like,
It was floating.
Tomac is definitely dialed that up. Roxon's still in third.
Still not.
Anderson has cut the gap between him and Tomac by a hair.
All right, let's take a look at these lap times. Tomac goes by at 56, Anderson at 55, and Roczen.
Woo! Look at that drive that Roczen just got.
He's switching up his line.
Oh, little tire spin.
He's been through this entire race. And
That's what Tomac's doing right there. That wheel tap. Oh, and he cased it.
And a big bobble by Roczen's going to cost him, and that might be enough for Anderson.
Well, if Anderson has reeled in Tomac, he might have backed off just a little bit, but the pressure from Roczen
It's
was
slippery.
forcing Anderson to pick up his
I don't think Tomac backed off because he's getting tired.
Back into the whoops again. Here comes
Wow, nice weird kick, huh?
front wheel those last few, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Nice and smooth through here is the reigning world champion, Eli Tomac. Final corner, he comes.
First race on the new bike, and he gets a moto win.
Here in the Canadian GP.
Nice.
Anderson will hold off Roczen. So Roczen, for the first time in 2025, doesn't see the checkered flag first.
Well, and as I look at timing and scoring, you know what is really interesting to me? 5.4 seconds.
Tomac, first race on the bike.
First, that's almost wheel to wheel.
Great start for all of it. And I mean, everybody has something positive to take away. Even Jess Cooper had the fastest lap of his moto on that last one, so it's a little bit of a turnaround after a rough.
That's awesome.
He needs to be trying to carry that in his
A little bit, yeah, he'll be better. And he was better in the final races last week also.
In there, unfortunately for Vince Freeze, he had such a great start.
Freeze bag.
Finishing 10th. In fact, his teammate Zaragoza got around him, so the Starks will finish 9th.
Yeah, Freezy's done. He should have stayed on that MCR.
Instead, ends up just inside the top 10.
Back in Arena Cross where he belongs.
WSX race number 1, where Eli Tomac debuts on the 450 Red Bull.
Look at all that American flag.
Number 1. Let's head down to Kristen.
Let's talk to Eli.
Tomac with his first win on the Red Bull KTM. Will you see easier tonight, knowing that you signed a deal that will allow you to race competitively this season?
Hey, we're off to the right start, I'll tell you that. So, right there, probably should have done a triple in that first lane. I would have put myself up in the lane maybe earlier. But anyway, was able to make a good pass early on. And I was pushing. So if I want to clean up a little bit my next moto, but overall, what a great start for us.
What were your instincts telling you about that race?
I was just trying to attack and get to the front. That's all it was. And I was having a ton of fun doing it. Of course, I missed 1 or 2 rhythm lanes. Was trying some crazy quad over thing too before the finish line. But overall, just having a good time on my motorcycle right now.
It looks like it, Eli. Congratulations. First race win of the night.
Boy, Chris, and he looks like he's having a blast, too. All right, let's
Yeah.
get event points.
That was awesome.
Again, 10 points up for grabs for the win. Eli will take from race 1.
There you
He goes
go.
1 point down from there for every position. So
Let's do it again. He's up there. Watch the stuff in between. We're going to fast forward.
And joining us after sprint race number 1 of SX1 is Jason Anderson. Jason, a week ago on the first race, we were down on the first lap, but pretty much had to just dig back out of that tonight. Out front early.
Out front.
Number 1. You don't know that Suzuki, Jason.
After 4 weeks on it, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. It's nice to get some racing in, and I think that's the best testing, So thank you to the whole Progressive Suzuki team. So to start this relationship, and hopefully we can keep it going this way, so I can keep talking to both of you guys.
Yeah, so now you've taken a gate drop. You've actually raced this track, right? Not just qualifying in practice. Tell us what it's like out there riding in this dirt and this soil.
Yeah, this dirt up here in Vancouver is pretty treacherous. You know, it's pretty rocky. But yeah, luckily right now it's been prepped a little bit. In practice, it was tough for me. I mean, I was pretty far back, but making some setting changes and we're ready to go.
And the whoops.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Feel pretty good. Let's see if we can keep it going.
All right.
Awesome. Jason, thanks for joining us. So let's get back to the pit. We'll see you in sprint race number 2.
Thank you.
And Jeff Anderson up front. That's just a whole different world when you're up front, not dealing with the chaos in the back. And you got to battle with an old friend, Eli Tomac.
Yeah, and you know, Jason's up here smiling, happy about that. Would have loved to take the win, of course, but man, Eli Tomac, all of a sudden, you know, I mentioned we had some unknowns, and it's like, oh, he answered those questions pretty quickly, right? Like, wow, he looked great.
Rides with that power that we're accustomed to seeing from him. And I mean, these guys are all riding new bikes. Like Jason just said, riding is one thing, racing is another thing. It exposes weaknesses and flaws in the machine. Ooh, nice little tap from Kenny. Little tap from there with Eli too, but this is great for him to feel. Does this bike translate from the practice track to the racetrack? And yeah, it does.
Yeah, the Ian Harrison and all the team at Red Bull, they have to be really happy about that. What I'm happy about is that point I mentioned that our top 5 were so close. You know, they can go back, make some adjustments to the bike. Justin Cooper has to feel better now than at the beginning of that race. Okay, he finished up good. He can go back, make some adjustments. Christian Craig looked pretty good to me. Strong. Roczen, of course, he's setting the marker for everyone here as we take a look back inside of that Red Bull KTM pit area. He put the computer out there.
Oh, maybe add a little power. Ian Harrison told me Eli wants as much power as they can give him, and he'll put it to the test. We still have more racing to go. We have 2 more sprint races for each division. And of course, we have SX2, SX1, the finale, 12 laps apiece, 25 points on the board. But how about Ken Roczen? The sweep, the domination is over, but I still liked moments of that race. He was aggressive, but just didn't get to the front, maybe ran into the roadblock of his teammate, Jason Anderson.
Well, you know, the further up the running order that you get, right, the mountain gets a little bit steeper, but it was really impressive, some of the riders that he had to pass just to get the result that he did, right? So, Roczen's smart. I mean, he's a veteran. He knows how to do these races and not try to ask too much of what the start position that you have, right? So if maybe the wind was just too much, but okay, if I can get myself there, you know, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, something like that, I'm definitely happy with that.
Great start, obviously. Made the passes that he needed to get to. Eli Tomac on a new bike, Jason Anderson on a new bike, Ken Roczen on an old familiar bike. But let's take you through the motorcycle that these riders race on each and every week. We'll break it down for you in our bike explainer here from Vancouver. On a supercross track, everything starts with the engine, which is the source of a racer's power. Inside a 4-stroke dirt bike engine, you have high-quality performance parts like the piston, the valves, and a camshaft. And when the spark plug ignites the mix, the crankshaft turns that explosion into rotation, while the clutch and gears turn that motion into speed. That's where the throttle comes in. Some riders are aggressive, riding with explosive bursts of speed, while others are smoother, rolling on the throttle to carry momentum and build speed through efficiency. A rider's gearing choice with a front and rear sprocket affects the power delivery dramatically, with some racers choosing a high gear ratio for quick power or a low gear ratio for longer power. The clutch is a tool that can bring everything together if used correctly. A quick slip of the clutch can speed up the bike's response, add punch out of a corner, and deliver instant power exactly when it's needed. But the bike's performance doesn't stop at the motor. Chassis
Okay, we're going to be fast forwarding here. We don't care about this stuff, Daniel Blair.
It's not on purpose, but I know what happened and I didn't like it.
Okay, let's go back and hear
Focus isn't
what
really on him, you know?
Colin says.
Qualifying.
Hey, so you watched Eli Tomac ride that KTM for the first time. Did you expect
Hey, what's up, dude?
Race 1?
A little bit.
I'm just fast forwarding through the race, so we don't have to watch all the hype. Not too much of it, at least.
He definitely does.
Lachlan, thanks for joining us here. Last question for you. Ambition to do Supercross? We're going to get on this stuff soon?
Let's hear about the Colin Park incident.
Well, thanks for joining us in Vancouver. Let's head down to Christian Beach. He's with Colin Park, and I can't wait to hear this one.
Things got a bit spicy at the conclusion of race 1 in the SX class. Contact with Cole Thompson. Favorite, was the contact intentional? Colin, take me through that scenario.
The whole race was kind of cross-jumping me, and maybe it wasn't on purpose, but I know what happened, and I didn't like it. So, yeah, I came off the track, he had a few words to me, that's all right, but my focus isn't really on him, I'm here to win, I'm here to be on the podium, and that race didn't cut it, with a fifth. So, yeah, looking to regroup for this race, get a good start. I got shuffled back there in the start, and I put myself in a bad position right off the start. So, gonna fix that for this next one, get up front, and I'm ready to hammer.
The intensity rising in the SX2 class. Daniel, Jeff, what do you guys make of that?
I love it. Ralph, do you like it? You like that battling early? Get the mood set right for tonight?
Yeah, I love that. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Those guys going to be banging bars all night long. Here's a look at what's coming up here. The Canadian GP. We got
All right, let's go.
2 more 8-lap affairs are tipped.
We think should be behind him. He was all over him that first race.
Okay.
He just couldn't get by.
He's ready to take the next step in his career.
Let's do it.
So, I've been pretty stoked on him this last 2 races, and I just feel like things haven't quite aligned for him, but if he gets a start, he'll be on the podium, if not winning.
Okay.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Let's do it.
See how he can do here. Getting ready for race number 2, Colin Park.
Okay.
Thompson all getting set to drop the gate in just a minute or 2.
Shane McElrath battling adversity on the backup bike in race 1 with a stock motor. How were you able to mentally overcome that challenge and find yourself here in race 2?
We got a job to do. We got to press on. The qualifier team, they've been busting their butts. With this schedule, we don't have a lot of time, so we've been fighting the clock, but Lord willing, we're back.
Everybody's on the same clock, dude.
The bike that he's far more comfortable with, that is set up and adjusted for these conditions, guys. What a wild ride for Shane McElrath in Vancouver.
Daniel, he
No excuses.
World champion.
Everybody's got the same amount of time, Shane.
He's right in the thick of the points chase, right behind Ansky as we left South America. But he has dealt with nothing but adversity this season. So on the one hand, he's second in the points, but on the other, he can't seem to catch a break.
Yeah, and he's also almost 30.
With the adversity he's faced, he's charged his way back up to the front, but that was his first race off the podium this season. So this is probably the deepest he's been. Can he dig out of this one? Not only for the points, but mentally, he needs this one.
And here's the points you see as the riders roll out. Ansky picked up 10 in that last race. Cody Schock grabbed 9.
This ain't the Australian Arena Cross, Shane.
Down 1 point each position, down through the top 10.
There's Hicks.
As we see the field rolling out, you see Robbie Wageman on the 64, the Tyson Motorsports Group.
I think Brees is in this pack, too.
Did I go out saying that he is back on the A bike?
What's up, Elwood?
When he raced the backup bike?
Yes, he raced the backup bike in race number 1. Now in race 2, he's back on the primary bike. He's been bouncing back and forth between bikes all day long.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a big OJ, Shane.
That's a difficult thing, and I believe he said that the B-bike just has a stock engine.
Yeah. And they thought they were having an electrical problem with that bike, so it was crazy they weren't even able to get the thing figured out. At the same time they were dealing with that, they were trying to fix the primary bike at the same time, which was having a motor issue. Those 4 guys back there on that crew have been working hard getting those bikes ready. And as good a job as McElrath has been doing, let's give a tip of the visor to the crew back there.
Yeah. How about the mechanics?
Trying to get the bike ready for him to go racing.
And that's what I really like about that interview. And that's a class right there, Ralph. You want to make an example for the rest of the racers, the young kids in the sport. Give credit to your team when they're doing the very best thing.
They're doing the job.
That's a classy man right there.
You wouldn't be on the gate without your mechanic.
Which gate, we go back around to gate 5. The other thing is that as a rider, when your machine fails, it can shake your confidence.
Cody Shock for the win.
That motorcycle is going to do what you expect it to do. So he trusts his team.
That's my pick.
We've got whatever the issues were, we've got that fixed, and you can go out there, go 100% and risk it all, because Supercross has it can wear on your on your confidence and your head.
Anything can, Jeff.
You don't want to be heading to the face of the triple jump, worrying that the bike is going to cut out on you as soon as you leave the lip, right?
Yeah.
That could be a real problem.
Yeah.
Because Wageman, 64.
Another arena cross star, Wageman.
Have to ride a horse again. When Quentin did that gaucho experience down there in South America, Robbie was, let's just say he's happy he doesn't have to ride a horse on a weekly basis.
Yeah, we should make mention of the number 20 Wilson Todd.
Come on, I want to see Shock win this one.
Down to just inside of a minute coming up here.
No more Ansty.
That gate drop, you see everybody loaded in. You see the gates on the bottom where everybody is locked in. Do you think anybody has an advantage here now, guys?
Well, I want to see if Cody Shock can get a better start. He had a tough one. That first one had to pass through a little bit, but
DB.
honestly, my eyes are on Cole Thompson and Colin Park, not just because of what happened, but because they're both competitive podium guys.
Okay. Kristen just moments ago, Colin Park roosted Cole Thompson on his way to gate. So, yeah, he's put it out of his mind, Jeff.
Yeah, he's saying
That's awesome.
I'm just going to roost him a little bit here.
Yeah, so look on the right side of your screen, the number 2. That's going to be Cole Thompson. Then you're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 43 is going to be Colin Park. Luckily, they're separated for now. They're not lined up.
They won't be.
I get the feeling they got a magnet that's going to pull the two of them together. Let's watch this. Here we go, folks. Getting ready for the gate drop here in Vancouver. Watch the 30-second board.
Watch Cody Shock. He's right next to the doghouse.
The official says we're ready to go. All right, fellas, get set. Gate drop in Vancouver.
Oh, Cody got a good start.
Turn number 1. It looks like Ansty right through the middle. He's going to get it, and he's
Shock's in third.
gap between him and Lopes on the 16, who got another good start. He's sitting in second.
great start for Lopes.
And Shock in third. Shock.
There we go. Shock underneath Lopes.
Shock moves up to second.
Yeah, and just behind the top 3 right there.
Guess who's together? Guess who's together? That magnet pulling him right there. Hard and
Watch the race, Ralph.
Here we go. Race number 2 at BC Place for SX2. About to get real spicy here.
Colin Park covered that. Thompson goes inside, but Colin Park definitely plays some good defense. But Thompson.
Watch the front, cameraman.
Can he stay there? He's just in front of him right now. Oh, cuts across in front of him. Park's not going to like that.
Maybe that's what Colin Park was talking about through that rhythm section.
Oh, look at it
looked
go.
like
Through the
Watch the front. Stop watching these kids.
changed up his line
Yeah.
through there. So
you would be upset about that as well, Jeff?
well, it seems like Park is, and he's peppering him here, trying to make his way past. But Thompson is super motivated also. Maybe that's what both riders needed, is to have this little personal battle between each.
Can we watch the front?
Give them a little extra motivation.
Well, let's keep an eye on it. This is that fight for fourth. These two have been going at it all throughout race number 1, and they're picking right up.
Oh my God. Watch the leaders. Who cares about Colin Park?
Meanwhile, leading as we approach already the halfway point in this 8-lap event. Here's Max right there.
Yeah, 1.3, so a nice little lead. No real pressure. You can still probably hear a little engine behind you, so you gotta respect second and third. But the way he's riding right now, Jeff, is just phenomenal. Tight, no mistakes, and shocking in so low. But they look great too. But Ansty's just a little bit quicker, probably in the look section, just inching away.
Yeah, little by little, man, both of those Arby's with racing bikes running second and third. I mean, they've been really impressive so far in this championship. They're going to try to hang on to the final podium spots here. We're about halfway through this race.
Park is starting to lose a little bit of ground to Thompson. Thompson was jumping through the woods, and Park was trying to blitz through them. I don't know if that's making that much of a difference, but it did on that last lap.
It's ironic you got Peters and Hicks right here on your screen. Two riders that have raced quite a bit together in what's called arena cross, so a smaller version of this in the United States. These two guys.
Let's go.
Head to head. And here they are, stuck together like Velcro, just like Park and Thompson.
Yeah, Hicks really having to wrestle that start through the whoops there, the electric body. Meanwhile, Anstey continues to lead, Shock Lopes, and then still Thompson just in front of Park fighting over fourth. As we watch that battle here again.
Great lap for Shock, 56, so he caught half a second on the Nancy, so he's closing.
But we wouldn't be able to see it because we keep watching this crap in the back.
They were last race. Parks lost a little bit. Thompson's got these great defensive lines.
Shock is catching Anstey. That's the race.
That's probably the most frustrating part too, is he can't really make a run on him anywhere except the whoops, but Thompson jumped at 3-3-3 right in front of him. Yeah, but look how tight the top five is right now. They're only separated by 4.8 seconds. I mean, we thought Anstey was going to check out last time around. Shock had the fastest lap. Lopes was the second fastest. Now look how tight and close Thompson and Park are to them.
And that battle's starting to heat up again a little bit. Park is starting to reel back in on Thompson. He's just about 2 bike lengths behind as they come over the finish line. Inside he goes, and Park is around him.
You know, Thompson was a little more worried than he needed to be right there. Nick Park in the air kind of had accepted that it wasn't going to be a full-blown dive to the inside takeout, but Thompson kind of lets up in the burn. He might look back on that one, Jeff, and say, I think I probably gave that one away.
Yeah.
Little afraid, didn't need to be. Look at Park, picking up on that inside line, real smart. So good riding, smart racecraft by Colin Park.
Well, I don't think these two are done, and I don't think them.
Can we watch the front of the race?
All over Anstey, going through the whoops right now.
Yeah, here they come. There's Lopes too as well. He sits in third. Meanwhile,
Whoa!
big runs through the woods. Thompson looks inside. And mistake very costly for Park as Thompson gets by him the number 2.
All that work to get it right back to the whoops.
He's coming back. He came right back on, and guess what? Park is back around.
Just triple past him. What a line by Colin Park, but he's got to separate himself from Thompson right now so he can focus on the top 3. That mistake and those little passes back and forth.
Let's go. Oh, big OJ. Get yourself back together, Mr. Park. But Mr. Cameraman, can we watch the front of the race? I don't care about fucking fourth right now.
Between Lopes and Park is huge. And the gap between Anstey and Shock is to a second. So Cody Shock nipping away while the action's here. Peters and Hicks staying in this battle too because of their back and forth. One step a little bit there for.
They're holding 6th and 7th, Peters and Hicks. Still Anstey, Shock, Lopes out front, 1, 2, 3. Park and Thompson still squabbling over 4th and Peters and Hicks trying to settle who's going to get 6th. On to the final lap now. Anstey back out in front, and
We never saw Anstey ride because we were watching fourth.
in 2025. Guys, we are about to complete the 5th SX2 race of 2025, and Max Anstey has been perfect so far this season. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I feel like watching him ride, yes, Shock and Lopes have been right there, putting in fantastic rides here in race 2. But I also feel like Anstey has the confidence in himself that even if they got close, he's not gonna worry about it, right? He's not going,
Lopes spun the rear tire.
Anstey is just absolutely in control. He has just got this all locked up. Everything about his program right now is on destroying the field, and he's doing it. As Max Anstey lights the candles to take another win in 2025. And that's
Okay. Let me go get my chicken nuggets and I'll be back. We'll fast forward to Moto 2 for the 450.
a little later on when we get to the 3rd and final race of the day. And this time around, Park is the better of Thompson. As Thompson actually slips back to 6th, with Peters getting around right at the finish to move up to 5th.
great effort by Kyle Peters on the Kawasaki, moving up into that top 5.
Lots of storylines to follow here in SX2 in Vancouver. Here's a look at the winner, Max Anstey on that Team GSM. What a season he is having so far. Jeff, we all expected him to be strong, but nobody, I think, would have said he'd be 5 for 5 at this point in the season.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Anstey's probably the only guy that had the belief, you know, that he can do that. He's executed it perfectly.
Anstey the winner again in race number 2.
Max Anstey with me now. Max, at what point during that race do you become conscious of Cody Schock's advance?
Honestly, he's been running great. So, and it's really tricky. The track is so slippery and rocky. So, a lot of things in the first moto, second moto, and
Okay.
it was. I was making a lot of mistakes. So,
All right. Good job, Anstey. We know. Star Racing. Yeah.
You seem more physically exerted after this race than I've seen you all season.
Okay.
They're having a blast. It's not just a fun track; it's a raceable track. So,
Okay.
Like, middle of the night, it's drastically different.
Okay, the sight lap for Moto 2 and the big boys.
All right, let's head over to Kristen G.
As a crew chief, Carlos has worked with former champions, including Ryan Dungey, Cooper West. Carlos, what do you notice about Eli Tomac that makes him different?
I mean, we've been working.
He's a champion.
Little time, but so far, he knows what he wants. Makes it our job easier to give him what he needs, But so far, very good. First race, we happy, so we'll see.
You got a winner in the first race on the bike, first time.
I also had a chance to check in with team manager Ian Harrison, and he said one of the most defining characteristics expressed by Eli Tomac is patience. They are working with him slowly to develop the bike. Rather than making big swings and big changes with the KTM, they're allowing him to inch forward on it, and he is patient with them in making those changes, getting this bike exactly to where he needs to be.
And between Carlos Rivera, Jake Dungey, Ian Harrison, man, there's quite a brain trust, Jeff, over there in that Red Bull KTM squad.
Well, and once this team really started their championship traditions in the early 2000s, I mean, they have hosted some unbelievable riders, 250 and 450. And I'd have to say that they are happy with their choice. With Eli Tomac, he certainly has gone out so far today and done exactly what's asked of him. And
We got to get rid of Vince Friesbag.
His journey with Red Bull KTM and this motorcycle, and he's already won the first race.
He's a hindrance to the whole field.
Ignition changes, suspension setting changes, drop air pressure on the tire, something like that, and he may get even better as the night goes on.
As we talked about way earlier on in the day, the KTM has a steel frame, much different than the other bikes, the Japanese brands that he would have ridden in the past.
Yeah.
It doesn't flex quite the same, not as much.
It's an Austrian frame.
Well, you don't know if it flexes as much, but the feel is different, the flex is different, right? Because there's some changes that they can make to it. It's just going to have a different feel to it, and so you have to adjust the suspension components, and the rider has to get that feel. And
Let's get a cleaner start this time, Tomac. Make it a little easier.
Changing the rear sag on the
Roczen's going to be right there.
would make the bike feel completely different. There are 2 clicks on the forks, right? It's literally millimeters.
You can see the points for the event as we run through the
10.
evening. You win, you get 10. Tomac has 10. Roczen sits second with 9 as we work our way towards the overall GP winner at the end of our 3 races here tonight in each of our 2 classes. Everybody kicking their bikes to life, getting ready to go. You see Cooper giving a couple of whacks on the throttle on the third 2.
Not everybody are out.
No, not everybody, that's right.
There it goes in freezing. Their bikes are quiet. Isn't that wild to think? They're just quiet right now. They're just sitting there quiet until they turn the throttle and it goes.
Not a matter of how you get to that checkered flag. It's just
Wait till you hear the chain slapping next to you.
They were 9th and 10th in race number 1. We'll see how they do here in race number 2 as we're ready to drop the gate.
Uh-oh, Tomac.
Car being turn number 1. Who's going to get there first?
Justin Cooper. Whoa! Roczen.
The 32 right to the front of the field. And then it's Roczen and Tomac bar to bar.
And some of
Can we watch the corner, cameraman?
On the inside of the first turn, we're so far inside they went over the berm right there at the bottom of your screen. That was wild.
And you get run up into our laps. Here's Roczen trying to push the pressure on Cooper, but he got a little loose in that corner, and he's going to have to follow him through this rhythm lane. Meanwhile, look at Anderson.
Go into the room.
The heat on the backside of Tomac. Boy, Jason Anderson has come alive here tonight.
This is what we want to see. The Tomac Rock.
There's no reason to be in here. Okay? It's almost midnight. You guys need to tone it down a little. Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rivalry that's been around for a decade and a half. But it's Justin Cooper who was a fast in Supercross, picked it up late in race one.
Yeah, but he's not going to lead.
Into this one because he had some slow laps early, but this is a great start.
This is over for Cooper here in a minute.
Taking more of the traditional, hitting every one line through there. Here he goes. Jason looking to the inside. Cooper can sense he's there. Roczen is doing a bike line.
Yeah, he's toast.
Watch him go inside. He's going to cut under.
And cut back. Cooper gets a great drive out of the corner. 32 hangs on to the
That's just going to let Tomac get closer. Oh, he tripled in.
Closing in on the backside of Roczen. It's going to be a three-rider fight for the lead here.
Here we go. Roczen's got the inside. He's going to triple and then block out.
Roczen goes high. No, it's going to be Cooper on the high side. Roczen to the inside. Still not going to put Cooper away.
Nice job, Justin Cooper.
Tomac's going to get a twofer.
He tripled in, staying low.
Roczen inside. New leader here in Vancouver. It's Ken Roczen out front of the 94. He was perfect in Argentina, trying to get a win here in Canada.
And look at the flow that the number one, the reigning champ, Eli Tomac,
He's hooked up.
right there on the back tire. Cooper looks over his shoulder. But he's in there.
The heat is on for Cooper. Roczen already pulling away. Tomac fight with that Suzuki. He's got to dispose of the 32 first, and he does it right there.
Wow.
Wow, that was a drifty pass right there. Yeah, that triple didn't work, but that tap and go does.
Tomac is charging now.
And I feel like Ken Roczen has some interesting lines on the track.
Anderson,
The triple.
still in fourth, trying to catch up to the backside of Cooper here, see if he can put a fight on for third. Tomac almost in the exact same line as Roczen through the whoops that time.
He's got a better corner right there.
This next time around the finish line, they've got one more turn. Take a look at those lap times. It was 55 flat for Roczen last time around, but I think they're going to have to dial it up. Oh, they did 4-1. That was almost a second faster. Tomac got 53 points. Yeah, they know. They both know they got to go faster than they've gone all night. And here's what's going to be interesting. Tomac passed Anderson race one, so he's made one real move on the track. Roczen came from way back. He's got multiple passing options that he's used, but now he gets to play defense and see if Eli can make a move. I got to go on his speed. This is going to be a massive 3 or 4 laps right here. Both guys know how important it is.
Tomac's, he's getting closer.
Setting up what could be a wild 2026 for these two as they fight for a world championship again. They went bar to bar for the title last year. The two-time world champion Roczen had to hand the number one plate over to Tomac.
Tripled into the corner.
And Roczen would like to make a statement here tonight in Canada.
I don't know. 3 laps.
The exact same lap time, 54.4. Just nearing each other, and they find that they're at the limit.
That triple in.
That Tomac was doing trailing out of the turn, and he have caught up a little bit.
Yeah, he did, Jeff. He definitely did. The gap between Roczen and Tomac, 1.13.
Oh, tough block tapper.
Roczen getting into that tough block a little bit there.
Different rhythm there too. Eli got that triple after the little double out of the corner, so different rhythms. But I like those that they are both pushing so hard.
Wow.
The other thing I've noticed here, guys, is Tomac again getting wide in that corner there. He hits another one of the top blocks. Tomac's bike was a little bit more settled in this race than it did in race number 1, and you know
It looks like shit in the whoops.
it just goes to show they continue to work on that bike.
Hey guys, Kim Roczen, Pikes Motorsports Suzuki just had the fastest lap of the race.
Ooh, but Tomac's closing.
He was 4/10 of a second quicker than Tomac. Now Tomac's closed their light back up a little bit, but that tells me that Roczen is really comfortable on that progressive Suzuki right now.
And we're about a lap and a half away from the checkered flag here. Can Roczen hang on, or can Tomac reel him in? Suzuki versus KTM here.
Roczen's been in this.
Ooh, he's right there. Oh, huck-a-buck.
Back into Tomac's bike, moving through there.
Told you guys. That thing looks like shit in the whoops.
You know, it's just a minefield out there right now that the riders are having to deal with.
Two of the best riders ever in the history of Supercross, showing what they're made of here tonight at BC Places. We're on the final lap. Tomac comes back down to earth and will grab a handful of throttle and try to chase down Roczen.
I don't think he did. I think he backed off.
Cost him big time. Look at the gap here now between Roczen and
No, he backed off after he almost died in the whoops.
in front of that PMG Suzuki. A big test here between these two as they set sail for a world championship again. Roczen hunting for his third. Tomac trying to get his second.
Well, and this will be the hardest that Tomac's had to push on this new machine. It's really challenged.
And the other thing is,
Whoa!
think about the
Telling ya.
battle for the win in the GP here tonight.
That thing is garbage in the whoops.
Tomac in race 1, now they're flipping it back. They're going to be dead even going into the third and final race of the night. It isn't that going to be fun to watch. Checkered flag, and they light the candles with Ken Roczen here in race number 2.
That thing's got way too much kick in the rear.
At the Canadian GP. Boy, the storyline gets even more intense here in SX1.
I'll tell you what, Eli Tomac and his team, this is going to be their first big test, guys. That bike was not looking great in the whoops. He was skipping left, skipping right.
Yeah,
I'll bet you
he was off the chain in the whoops. That thing is going to throw him on the ground.
Because that bike's going to have to be a little bit better in the whoops. That's where his mistakes came late.
And I got to correct myself. I was so excited over the fact that these guys finished 1-2. It's actually Anderson that finished second in
Yeah.
race number 1. So,
Yeah, that's the big takeaway. Tomac got lucky in the first race with that suspension setup, but in this race, that cost him.
all right, Kristen.
He was faster.
Ken Roczen, well done. My question for you, how did you balance your offense against overriding while also having to keep Eli Tomac behind you?
Well, so like, my game plan for the second moto was to actually right clear, right calmer. Earlier, I got a bad start and I had to override a little bit. Not ideal on this track. Very slippery, so rocky. Like, overall, these are probably my least.
We're gonna fast forward as soon as these two are done talking.
Struggling a bit out there, but you know, made a bunch of mistakes earlier and didn't ride well enough to get up the third after a bad start. So this one, I just had a really good start, made a pass happen, and was able to just run my own race, which is it's so key with how loose it is and how slippery it is. I mean, it's treacherous out there. So stoked for this one.
A clean pass on Justin Cooper earlier in the race. How did you strategize that overtake?
I don't actually remember where I passed him. So
These are quick races, I don't blame you.
yeah. So I'm just kind of trying to go wherever the guy in front of me isn't going, and you kind of got to dive bomb here a little bit. You know, it's so hard to pass. You have no traction. It's tough there, but I made the pass happen, and I'm stoked on this one for real.
Well done, Ken Roczen. As it stands right now, he is one race behind Eli Tomac as they will enter race 3 tonight.
All right, let's take a look at the full race results here from SX
Okay.
race number 2.
Then we're gonna fast forward.
Roczen finds himself back on top, his 4th win of the 2025 season. And Eli Tomac has a first and a second as we head into race number 3.
Okay.
Wow, what a
So it's
fight
10.
this one.
They're 19 and 19.
Entertain Jeff Emick. That's what the fans came to see. Was
Okay.
Tomac versus Ken.
All right.
Had to cruise the mountains. We caught light.
We already seen this. This is a refry.
Max Anstie.
Perfect season so far.
Okay, well, that was Moto 2.
Max Anstie has been absolutely phenomenal.
Awesome.
Let's go down to Kristen Beat. She's with Cody Shock, who's gone 2-2 tonight.
And he's only 2 points behind Max Anstie.
Okay, we know. He's going to try his hardest. Everything's good. He loves his team. Thanks for the team.
I think that if Park can get himself a better start than a podium finish, is definitely part of the program.
Saw Noah Viney on the 39 going by, and Kyle Chisholm on the 11.
That there are 6.
Here we go.
We have 14 riders, so we know there's a
Final race of the night
16. That's why the inside gate with Cole Thompson
for the 250 guys. These guys are obsessed over Colin Park and the other dude with their little spat. The number 2. Let's go. Third race of the night. Hopefully the cameraman will watch first and second instead of fourth and fifth.
And it's going to be the first 5 feet off this pad for Colin Park.
Blipping of the throttle is going to turn to rise in the revs here. Here they
Let's go.
Get ready. Get dropping.
Come on, Cody Shock, win. Oh, we got not a great start.
And guess who's first to the carpet? Turn number 1.
Anstie. Ooh, Shock up the inside.
He leads it into his rhythm section, and Anstie trying to go perfect once again.
Not watching the front again.
In Vancouver, Kyle Peters.
Shit, cameraman.
Second, they actually credited him with the whole shot, but it's Anstie who comes out of that first corner with the lead.
And Colin Park buried back in the pack.
We don't care about Colin Park.
He was getting hit on each side of his bike, just banging elbows.
There he is right there. Guess who's just in front of him? Thompson. Even though they both had a rough start, they still...
Can we watch the fucking leaders?
This one's scheduled for 12 laps.
Better start for Kyle Peters to getting up front. He was really good in that first one in the lead pack.
Kyle Peters, Arena Cross superstar.
Clear air in that front group. Stay to the corner.
Cody Shock sits back in third. Then it's Lopes and McElrath almost part of our...
Wow, jumping through the whoops.
There they are. Lopes is on that 16, hanging on the inside. McElrath trying to come around the outside. He's been on the primary bike, the backup bike, back to the primary bike. I'm not sure.
McElrath, man, he's got something to prove this moto because he sucked today.
Who knows? But the one thing McElrath doesn't do is quit. He continues the reigning champ with that number 1 place.
Take a look at the lap times. Anstie was a 56.4, so the track not quite as quick as it was earlier.
Quite a bit slower, actually, by 2 seconds.
The rhythm section singles out.
McElrath making a move on Lopes. Got him.
Cody Shock
Shock trying to catch up to Peters. What's the fight for second?
should be able to get him here.
Yeah, both hopping through the whoops right there. Shock needs to make the move. On
Trying to get inside here, Jeff. Here he comes. Cody gets a wheel out in front of him. Cody Shock on the 69. Trying to take second and does.
It's Nicoletti's old number.
Well, they've been battling every day for the
McElrath now, Daniel. He's trying to make the move here as well. McElrath trying to get around Peters, and Lopes coming with him. Lopes gets back around McElrath. So they're going to switch over fourth. And Peters, due to that fight behind him, gets a little...
Oh, they touched.
McElrath pushing hard here on that one. Lopes defends as they get to the corner.
Yeah, Lopes had to single into that rhythm section, but he gets the
Oh, nice view of the tough block.
What a battle for fourth. Lopes wants that podium overall. McElrath and Peters behind him in points. Want to make sure that Park and Thompson don't come anywhere near him. He can secure that third overall tonight.
Watching Kyle Peters on the 110 coming at you on the green bike. Kawasaki mounted rider. And we see Lopes right behind him on the 16.
Come on, Cody.
Red riding gear.
So now the race
8 laps to go. Thanks for the like. I appreciate it. I'll be streaming Paris round 2 tomorrow. Paris round 2 tomorrow will be streamed, so subscribe to me so you can find me.
Best laps of the night he's ridden so far when it could pay off the most. Almost to the halfway point here in race number 3. Again, between Lopes and McElrath.
Both Jet Lawrence and Hunter Lawrence hit the dirt today in Paris, round 1. It was a pretty good race. I won't tell you guys what the results are, but it's definitely worth watching. I think I have a copy of it on my channel somewhere.
Anstey has set the mark. He's won everything so far this season. And Shock is inching up closer and closer. And if he can pass Anstey, that would give him the overall here tonight.
That would be incredible if Shock could get the overall.
Absolutely believe that you can do it, and he is doing that, Jeff. You can see it in how he's riding.
Oof, he missed that table off.
Every second of the lap.
And he's the closest that he's been. And for Max Anstey, as perfect as he's been, the one thing he hasn't had to deal with is pressure. Real pressure. And he's been perfect so far. So maybe for him, this is okay as well. But he's about to have a test he has not had yet this season.
Here's the event standings as you look down below. With the fight the way it is right now, Anstey would win the overall by 5 over Shock, and then Lopes and Peters behind him in the top 4. The thing for Shock now, as we approach the half, and we are at the halfway point, he knows he can do this. He has shown to himself, I can run the same lap time as Anstey. I can fight this guy. So now he can truly believe he can get this done.
Believe, Cody.
These final few laps.
Yeah, and it seems like they each have a section of the track that they're a little better than the other guy.
And which ones are they?
Well, it's hard to say. I think around the finish line area, it seems like Shock has it. Then you get through this next section, it seems like Anstey's pulled out a little bit. Now Shock's back on him again. But
See this battle here with Peters and Lopes.
Let's line him up in the whoops.
On that 110. He's in 3rd.
Ooh, he missed that.
And then Venomback Bub Racing Kawasaki.
But he's still on him.
The top 2 right at you. Different approach to the whoops this time as Cody jumps through him. And he gets up.
It's about even in the whoops.
Yeah, I think the triple the whoops is more consistent here with Lopes. But Anstey's been phenomenal.
Malcolm had a really good day today in Paris. Cooper Webb was good in Paris. The Lawrence brothers not so good.
Oh, we got one down here.
Uh-oh.
Is that Wageman?
Somebody's foot was stuck.
Dropping through the field. Here comes Lopes, pushing up Peters, who looks over to his left, sees him there, can't block him in the corner, and I think Lopes is going to get the position as they get to the next turn.
No, Kyle Peters arena cross, and McElrath gets sucked into it.
Charging into the fray. There they are, sitting 5th and 6th.
We have been delivered incredible race 3 battles this season.
Wow.
We're all bunched up again, just like in
You're not going to push Kyle Peters around. He's an arena cross superstar.
Gets around the 110 of Peters here now. And Enzo moves up in front of him. He'll take over 3rd. And Park is right behind Peters now. With McElrath behind him as you watch the fight here inside the top 5. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Oh, no.
in the middle of it all night long. Unfortunately, it's not for the
Keep your red flags to yourself, man. Chisholm will be fine.
Park pushing on the 43. Trying to find a way around Peters. Kawasaki rider having the best night he's had so far, the 2025 World Supercross Championship.
There it is. Park to the inside.
Can he get it done?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he did.
No, yeah. Which one is it, Ralph?
Coming into the whoops.
Yeah, Park changed it up too. Now he's jumping. I think those ropes are so torn up at this point that these guys have resorted to plan B. Now Anstey, we saw he's continued to blitz, but Park,
Can we see where Shock is against Anstey?
now he's
I
jumping.
mean, that is the leader of the race.
Right there. We talked about that podium overall. Bowen Park has locked in on
on the 16 of Lopes. That's where the battle's going to be to close this out.
You see that you're still attending to the down rider over there, Chisholm Kyle down on his Suzuki here. Here's our race leader at the top of the frame on the left. That's Max Anstey trying to go perfect once again here in Vancouver. He's just 2 laps away from sweeping every race so far in 2020.
Wow, the camera work is complete crap.
Started to inch away from Cody Schock. Anstey's lead 2.5 seconds right now, so that's going to give him a little bit of breathing room here with just about 2 laps to go.
Speaking of breathing,
54-second lap times.
He wasn't feeling 100%. He's struggling a little bit with his health. He's still putting in a perfect night.
Yeah, it's an incredible ride.
As soon as this is over, we'll fast forward to the final 450 race.
And he's executed great starts, and by being up front like that, he's been able to just ride his own race, as they say, but have a clear track to where he's not focusing and having to bang bars like Colin Park and Cole Thompson, right? He's just up there trying to stay focused and hit his marks lap after lap and just be perfect. So far, so good. Only a couple laps to go.
So far, so good.
Rider 1.5 seconds up on Cody Schock.
Still opting to skim through the whoops. Well, then a little jump at the end.
Boy, there is no weakness in his program right now, is there? It is just perfect.
Well, and he's best in the areas that matter the most. The starts and the whoops. If you can get off the gate, you can handle the whoops all night long, and you're working with the most speed, you're going to be hard to beat it. In this race was the first time he had some real pressure, so right there where you could hear him, and he handled that too. So he's just checked every box on the way to possibly going 6-0.
Yeah,
He can close it down.
and top 3 on the racetrack.
Oh man, that was almost a quad.
Right now, Anstey 5 up on Cody Schock.
And then he slowed down for that. Huh.
That's how they will finish the overall here tonight as we are on the final lap.
Shot went for that big jump right there. Came up short. Opted to not do the triple, but led the race. Still creative. Looking for something. It's good to see out of Cody Schock. One final pass through this nasty whoop section, and Anstey has made it look easy here tonight. Wow.
There have been 6 SX2 races in 2025. Max Anstey is about to win the 6th of the year. Here he comes to the
Roczen and Tomac are tied going into the 3rd race.
with another overall win in 2025.
All right.
3 for 3.
Way to go, guys. Now we're fast forwarding.
GP. Cody Schock and Enzo Lopes will finish 2nd
Okay.
and 3rd.
Hicks on the Stark Varg, 7th place.
That's the 4th overall win for.
All right, let's go to 450 now.
It wasn't real, to be honest, and I'm
A hard night of racing.
Here in this final
Okay.
main event.
The map. Anderson is mathematically in place to get.
Here we go.
That's the first challenge of the night.
Final event of the day. Then tomorrow we'll stream
Third and final race.
Paris.
Second board is away. Here come the revs. One bike finally and we're underway.
Tomac with a great start.
Back with a great start. He's gonna get the whole shot of that Red Bull KTM.
Wow, massive hole shot.
That was huge.
Yes, he is. He's back in position. There he is, right there, jumping into your screen.
Seen Sleazebag back in there.
Of Eli Tomac with Justin Cooper right behind him on the 32 in 2nd place.
We all know that Eli Tomac loves
Anderson in
power,
4th.
wants power. I talked to Ian Harrison today after practice, and he said we're giving him everything we got. He used all of it there.
And look who just moved into 3rd on the Suzuki.
Yeah, we know. It's Anderson.
Look at how fast Roczen has gotten into the top 5. And
Woo, he is flicking the Bic.
Craig that'll put him in 4th. He's got it done now. He's on his teammate's backside.
Yeah, Roczen made a really aggressive pass. He knows that Tomac's out front.
Kenny not wasting any time. Anderson knows he's there. Middle over and allows his teammate to go by. Roczen's up to 3rd, closing on Cooper.
Flashes of Millville. Ken Roczen goes through the field so good on opening lap. He sees the track different. He talks about the fast twitch muscles that he uses. Perfect example of it there. He wastes no time on anybody on the opening laps.
Ken Roczen on a progressive PMG Suzuki going after him. He's got his team.
He is loose, man.
And he's got his arch nemesis up in front of him.
All right, so here's the challenge for Ken Roczen. He needs to get past Justin Cooper, but he's also 3.1 seconds behind Tomac, so he can't lose any more time, and he has to make the move and then try to reel in Tomac. Last time around, Tomac was a 54.1 and Roczen was a 55.
Roczen is right there on Cooper. He's got him to the outside. Into the woods they go, and you got a new rider in second place. His name is Ken Roczen, a two-time World Supercross champ.
Well, and this was my comment before the race started. I feel like the only two riders that are going to be able to make some passes if they don't get the start is going to be Tomac or Roczen. Well, Tomac didn't need it. Roczen just proved that point right. But now does he have the speed to catch Eli Tomac?
Okay,
What a massive hole shot Tomac got.
For Roczen, the gap over the finish line jump, 2.7 seconds on that last lap. We're a fourth of the way through this one. Let's see how it plays out.
Well, he's got the speed. He's proven that. Now, can he sustain it? Because this track is the toughest it's been all night long. Track has done their best, but this thing is running up. We're not even halfway through.
Points as we run Tomac up by 4. That's how they would finish. The overall would go to Tomac, and he would break the tie with Roczen.
Tomac, once again, at the end of that whoop section, that Red Bull KTM was a little bit side to side with that rear wheel.
That thing sucks in the whoops.
Through the whoops that time around. Look at him cutting the turn right there, cutting down early, and staying out of all of those nasty ruts. It was a half a second quicker.
It's good everywhere except for the whoops. Tomac's bike sucks. Ooh, that was a quad.
Between the top two as we get into lap 5 here.
Different rhythms before that triple. Tomac doing
Kenny caught him.
Kenny staying low and doing that tap off the table.
2 seconds.
I love that about this track. You don't have to take the same line.
1.5.
They're working. These two are using different options. That might be the key as we close this thing down and this track tears apart.
Roczen was 3.5 seconds behind Tomac when he made the pass on Justin Cooper. Now it's 1.5 seconds.
Now Tomac is tripling out of the whoops.
And we have about half of the race left to go.
One thing we know that is not going to come into play here with these two athletes is fitness. They are both at the top of their game when it comes to fitness.
See the two different lines. Tomac going over this braking box, going to the outside, Roczen trying to draw, take the shorter line to the inside.
Tomac pulled away a little.
Roczen does right here, doubles up onto the vertical. Watch how he cuts down to a clean line.
Look at this, the ultimate lap so far tonight. Tomac has put together the quickest sectors at all 4 here tonight. He would have the ultimate lap if you could piece the perfect lap together.
It's the triple out now.
He is really ripping on that Red Bull KTM.
Hammered those whoops, dropped in with a little 3 out. They found that line. Cody Shock was doing it earlier.
Yep.
He's done it this race as well.
You're telling everybody what I already said, Emig.
Eli Tomac is halfway home here in race number 3 from the checkered flag.
Well, and the gap was 1.5 seconds. Now it's almost 3 seconds.
2.8.
Just like that, Tomac drops the hammer. He's found his lines. He's found the groove and the focus. You have the pressure of Roczen, and that intensity back there just has spurred him on. Oh, and Roczen slips a tough block.
That's not going to help him at all.
These tough blocks are made out of cardboard.
He's still
No
working
big
at
deal.
Suzuki, the number 94. He's got a lot of time left, plenty of time, but Justin Cooper hasn't fallen off the back that much.
Christian Craig should be proud of himself. He's looked good all night.
28. And behind them is Joey Savacci, running in 6th.
Throw some respect out to those boys. Still blitzing those whoops all the way through, as beat up as they are.
Christian Craig, man.
Known for their whoops.
Wow.
Late in this race, late in this night, still blitzing through in their battle for 4th.
Give a shout out to Henry Miller at 7th and Paul Latelli in 8th. So there goes the first start in the race there in 9th.
Christian is hooked up.
Anderson, he's going to put together another good night here, and he's keeping himself in championship point contention as we get ready to head off Australia.
Well, and these two
Then we'll have
riders on the
Deegan.
screen right now with Anderson and Craig are two of the riders that people really hadn't taken to be the championship contenders, like the favorites to win this SX1 World Championship.
Kristen, what can you tell us?
Watching Ken Roczen and Eli Tomac in these final laps, there's so much I'm noticing, guys. We're watching two titans of the sport battle it out. And I'm noticing
You are, we're not.
Ken Roczen
We can't see it.
so slowly. And then you look at Eli Tomac, structured, just pure perfection and emotion. What are you guys noticing about these two titans in this race?
Nothing. We can't see him. Your cameraman's watching fucking 5th place.
As we continue to watch Anderson and Craig fighting over fourth.
Yeah, Craig's been right there. Just, I was gonna say he's been peppering Anderson with, but I think it's the other way around. Right, Anderson, that ruse has just been right in Craig's face pretty much the entire race. Some of these sections like this turns a little bit one line. Everybody's in the same spot.
You can see our overall standings as they run. Tomac would win the overall by 4 over Roczen if they finish 1 and 2 like they're running right now. And Kenny has lost a little bit more ground to Eli. The gap now almost 4 seconds between Tomac on the Red Bull KTM and Roczen on the Progressive Bikes Motorsports Group Suzuki.
I'm impressed with Kenny's night. I mean, it's not over. But race 2, getting the win the way he did it was great. But race 1 and race 3, the starts weren't there. And he made moves, had to make passes, made them quick, and still showed those flashes that we all know he
It's
has.
12:15 at night. Get your bed together.
For him and his firm. Eli Tomac, so much interest in what this may look like, Jeff. On the Cowie, Yamaha, and now a KTM steel frame. Like, what would it look like? And I'm impressed. He's still riding with power. Seen a little head tilt right there. That's when you know he's happy. And I think he's checked the box. Tomac, KTM, this thing's gonna work.
Yeah, it's a good, great combination.
And, I mean, think about that. 4 different manufacturers. If he could bring this one home and win him tonight, that would be 4 wins in a premier class. I mean, 4 different.
Did you really have any doubt that it wouldn't? I mean, I had a few fans asking me, what do you think? What do you think? I said, well, it's Eli Tomac.
I did just before when we were making our picks. I struggled with it because Ken Roczen was looking so sharp. And
I mean, did you believe that Tomac would match up perfectly with KTM?
I was trying to rub it into Daniel that I picked Tomac for the win. So.
Here we go, coming to 1 to go.
You know, Ralph, Tomac is in his 30s now. A couple years ago, thought he may retire. You question where the motivation is. Then he signs up for another year, goes to a new manufacturer, a new energy drink, and you're thinking, where is the motivation? What are we going to get out of it? From the first lap yesterday, it was all in, and that's because he's all in. So, to answer your question, not when he's all in. Tomac is a bad man and a legend, and he's going to be great moving forward.
Here's Ken Roczen still hanging on in second. Another great legend. He's far from done as well. This battle is going to continue on to the end of 25 and all throughout 2026 between these two. As Eli Tomac makes his way around, it will be his 5th overall win and his 16th race victory in his World Supercross career. Here he comes. Eli Tomac wins the overall as he wins race number 3 here at the Canadian GP and lights the candles in Vancouver. Roczen in second. Waiting Justin Cooper. Here he comes to take 3rd. He'll do so on the Yamaha, and the crowd giving their approval here in BC Place. Anderson will be 3rd.
Awesome. Tomac.
Christian Craig will get 5th.
Orange.
Comes across in 6th. Henry Miller with a great run in 7th. And Eli Tomac with a whole bunch of fans here in Vancouver, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Guys at KTM definitely going to be happy with their choice there. And, you know, I imagine they probably learned quite a bit here tonight also about Eli and the bike.
Yeah, the rear shock is garbage and the whoops.
Time that he was off the bike, and it certainly added up to a fantastic main event win here to round out the night.
Once they get that thing dialed in the whoops, it's over, man. I think Jet's going to have a huge problem.
WSX World Supercross champion. Here is the results from race number 3, and Eli Tomac again on the top of the board. He'll take 25 points for the win here in race number 3. Roczen will take 22, Cooper 20, and Anderson gets 18 for 4th. Looking at Jorge Zaragoza on the start in 9th. Gregory Aranda on his Yamaha will finish in 10th. We'll give you the full results here. The event standings coming up next. There's a look at it. Tomac will win the overall by 4 over Roczen. 5 back is Anderson in 3rd. Craig, Savacci, Cooper, Miller, Aranda, Politelli, and Zaragoza round out the top 10 in the GP standings. Kristen, it was another great main event here tonight in Vancouver.
Eli, what does a night like this do for your confidence after the setbacks, the injuries, to now find a comeback and a win on a brand new brand on your debut with the Red Bull KTM?
I'll tell you what, it's an exciting time for us, so, and what a great crowd here. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah, this is a perfect start for us, for myself and Red Bull KTM, so had some good battling out there tonight. It was just an absolute treacherous track, and, but also it was technical enough to make up time and just really expose yourself just as certain elements. I mean, the first moto was pretty easy, but then by this last one, it was very tough out there. So, great weekend for us. Had a great time in Vancouver, so thank you to all the fans.
Eli, well done. A statement win for Eli Tomac in his debut on the Red Bull KTM.
Right on. We'll see you guys tomorrow after this is over
Phenomenal race out
for the
there.
Paris Day 2 with Malcolm Stewart in the
And
lead.
it's so different than how Eli races as well. You've always identified yourself as being so unique on the bike. Ken, what went right for you out there tonight, and what were you needing more of?
My speed and fitness is good. I was being an idiot. I kept jumping the whoops, and because I was actually gaining on Eli, and then I literally had 2 or 3 laps in a row where I completely messed up the whoops, and I should have just stuck to skimming. I've been really good at skimming, and I mean, I know for next time, but it was a good battle. I was able to reel in a little bit towards the end, but we just had that gap, and you know, with this track, like, man, I'm just glad we get out of here safe. So it was good racing. Eli was running really well, and I feel like so was I. So I'm honestly, compared to how I felt in practice, I was really happy with how I raced. So I'm glad with a second.
Well done, Ken Roczen. Congratulations on finishing second.
He wasn't glad. He's pissed.
And Jason Anderson, with only his second start on the PMG Suzuki. Jason, how do you measure your success tonight outside of just a podium?
Yeah, I mean, the beginning of the day, I was pretty far off pace, so to be able to get some of those starts right up there, that first moto was good for me. Still getting the hang of the motorcycle, but I just really want to thank Suzuki, the whole Pipes family, everyone for giving me this opportunity. I love what I do, and I just want to keep the ball rolling and being up here on the podium. It's just a thank you to them. So to everyone that supports me, you know, Alpine Star, Scott, Arrow Helmet, Monster, my family, you know, my wife, daughter, parents, everyone. I'm having a good time. So let's see if we can keep the ball rolling, and thanks to the Pipes family for letting me be me, and keep having a good time.
Jason Anderson, congratulations, and I'm sure Dustin Pipes at home is celebrating 2 of his riders on the podium tonight in the SX1 class. Daniel?
What a night for Anderson, for Roczen, and of course for Eli Tomac. Jeff, that was fun. A lot of fun. Good battle, a lot of speed. I love the push out of every rider. We saw great things out of every rider, little mistakes out of every rider, but that's what you show up for. That's what you want to watch.
Yeah, I just really like the intensity tonight of the racing. After, excuse me, round one, where Roczen just sort of made it look easy. Tonight, he was challenged by a number of different riders, and I really felt that the intensity all throughout the top five, whether it was Cooper, Anderson, Craig, they just really raised the level because Eli Tomac was here, and of course Tomac goes out and wins all but one race here tonight, and really proved that this new combination with the Red Bull KTM is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on in the future.
It was big when it mattered in that last race. We questioned, can they make the changes in between race 2 and 3? How would the communication be? Well, they sure got it done in the start, and then in the race, he kept blitzing, kept hammering. Bike looked a lot better, so Jeff, I think you're right. This is the start of something pretty
Okay, see you guys tomorrow for the Paris race. Let's see what time it comes on. Hold on a second here. MXGP.
All the crew there have to be happy with making that decision.
Let's go ahead.
We've got Jason Anderson.
Where are we going?
Motorsports Suzuki. Third here tonight.
Okay, calendar.
Ride with this team.
5 o'clock.
Suzuki's got their top
Oh my God.
steps on the podium, not to top this week.
I'm not going to be able to stream that until
and what the team is achieving.
Second overall,
I get back home.
happy with the speed.
So, check back.
With some self-deprecation, called himself out for making some mistakes with his line choice, and that would go towards the race.
Just keep checking and I'll stream Paris when I get home.
Understands where the weakness is, and riders like that learn fast and get better, and he's still getting better in his 30s.
Yeah, and man, do the fans love him here in Vancouver. He is so popular here.
Anderson third, Roczen second. The fans very happy to see Eli Tomac on his KTM. Very happy to see him ride like that. Your big winner, Eli Tomac. Congratulations again to Anderson. Roczen, Tomac going 1, 2, 3.
Tomac.
Vancouver GP, round 2 of 5 rounds.
Tomac. Take a good look at that. You're going to see a lot of it this year. Eli Tomac won the race. Three races one day. Wow.
Well, it's been a great night here in Vancouver, and we're going to have a great night in Las Vegas coming up January 31st. You know, from back in 2021, I was humbly in the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame for the motorcycle industry, and guess what, my friend? You're coming January 31st, 2026. Pro Daddy is going in the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame in Las Vegas.
I didn't know that.
I know you didn't know. We get to surprise you here tonight, and I can't wait to see you there. We're going to have a great night.
What an honor.
Welcome to the hall, buddy.
I'm gonna be in there with you.
You're gonna be in there with
All right.
and a whole bunch
Thank
of
you.
others, including Evil Knievel. It's an amazing home.
That's a cool way to surprise him.
Yeah,
You held on to that all day, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, all weekend.
Well, congratulations, Jeff and Ralph. And I'll just say, having a lot of fun calling some race action with you boys, the legends of the sport, and we got a good one tonight, too. What a fun night. Tomac, Roczen.
That was awesome.
Fun night of racing.
Oh yeah, and we got a lot more to go. We got 3 more rounds of this. We're headed off to Australia next. We're gonna get rid of these jackets. We've gone summer to winter. We're going back to summer here in 2 weeks.
SX1, Ralph, we wanted to know, could Eli tighten it up, dial it in? He did it.
You did it.
Outside of you two, I had no doubt Eli was going to be able to pull this off. I knew Kenny was going to give him a run, but Eli really seems to fit beautifully on this Red Bull KTM, Jeff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard not to be impressed with him, but also the 94th Ken Roczen did not get a great start. He was mid-pack. I was so impressed with his ability to pass his way up to second, and it looked like, okay, was he going to be able to close in? But Eli was just too strong at the very end.
Tomac, Roczen, splitting some race wins going in 1 and 2. Tomac gets the big one in race 3. In a tough night of racing on a very, very tough track. Last week in Buenos Aires, it was hard packed. It was slick. Tonight it was soft. It was ruddy. Challenging in a different way. As Tomac, Roczen, Anderson pop the bottles.
Okay, see you guys tomorrow.